I've been watching YouTube for a really long time, and I realized that over the past few years, this website's just felt like a watered down, soulless version of itself. So today we're going to talk about how we got to this pathetic 2023 YouTube Lite and what we can do to get back to the premium days of YouTube. Hey, shut your big black mouth, alright? I'm trying to sleep. Idiot. Okay, this one's kind of obvious, so let's get it out the way. Unfortunately for all of us, cancel culture is a real thing. I mean, there seems to be millions of sad losers just waiting by their keyboard looking for an inkling of a reason to ruin some random famous person's life. Why these people are so rat-like and pathetic, I don't think I'll truly ever understand. Luckily for me, I don't have any of these losers anywhere near me, but I do realize they're out there, scurrying around. And if I'm some big established creator that has a bunch of money and brands behind me, I'm doing everything I can to make sure I don't end up on their radar. Be real, people, if you have Logan Paul clout, are you really gonna risk everything to make some crass joke so a bunch of H3 fans can come after you? Of course not, because you have crypto scams to run. But seriously, these obnoxious ass H3 fans have spent hours personally writing emails to Ethan's sponsors telling them to drop him because of jokes that Ethan's made.
I am an existential threat to gay rights. So, of course, our wonderful fans have taken upon themselves to write all of our sponsors to have them not sponsor or not to support us.
Which is hilarious and definitely something that Ethan deserves. But if they're willing to do that to a guy they like and watch every day, what are they gonna do to a random dude who makes the same type of jokes? And why should people be willing to figure that out when they have so much on the line? See, a large part of being funny is pushing boundaries, and sometimes you're gonna say things that really don't work and are gonna piss people off.
I'm very, very sorry to the African American community.
But the difference between 6 years ago and now is now when you say that dumb joke, it's who you are to these people. It's not just a one-off thing that you said. It defines your entire being. Now everyone assumes anytime you make a joke about somebody, there's some crazy malintent and you're trying to gather up the good old boys for the rally. You know, I think we've just gone a little bit too far on the other end of the spectrum. And I do understand it, because obviously American media has been racist and messed up for a long ass time, but I still think you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt. Now, if people keep proving themselves over and over, like, okay, yeah, maybe this guy's a little racist or a sexist or homophobic or whatever.
Watch it.
But just hearing one like offhand comment and you're trying to look into it and define this person's character is stupid as hell to me. So now that we've talked about some societal changes, let's talk about how this website has decided to slowly destroy itself. For the youth watching, in 2017, YouTube was in deep shit. There was a bunch of different news articles and reports written about how a bunch of different major brands had their ads playing on these YouTube videos that were really, really messed up. I mean, it was stuff that definitely shouldn't have been monetized and definitely shouldn't have even been on the website at all. And obviously, as American businesses do, they all freaked out at the same time, and a bunch of major brands pulled all their money out of YouTube. So YouTube's sitting there with like half the bankroll they usually have to give ads to. YouTube was not taking any risks. Making fun of people, demonetized. Cussing, demonetized. Smiling too hard, demonetized. Anything that brought anyone over the age of 7 joy, gone. Now we're 6 years later, and YouTube's definitely loosened the reins a little bit, but it's nowhere near as good as it was in 2016. I'm 100% convinced that per capita, I don't know what that means, but per capita, there is nothing funnier on this planet, if you're a man, than a Hodge Twins video from 2016 or below. There is not a movie, a comedy special, a TV show, I don't care. Nothing is funnier than those videos. Hallelujah! Now those same people make videos with Ben Shapiro. I feel like that perfectly demonstrates where YouTube was and where it is now. Another huge change that I feel like people don't really talk about is the algorithm change. Back in the day, sub count meant almost everything. Like if you were a channel that had about 1 million subscribers, you could almost guarantee every video you made was gonna get at least 1 million views, because YouTube put way more emphasis on who their customers were subscribed to compared to now. Now it's not so much about the creator or their channel. Instead, it's more about the individual video and how it's performing. If a YouTuber makes a video and they're like hardcore audience isn't clicking on it at a high rate and watching at least most of the video, YouTube's not even gonna show it to the rest of their subscribers, let alone people that don't know them. And that change has its pluses and minuses for sure, but it definitely gets rid of the incentive of trying something new. If I'm an established YouTuber that only makes videos on Donkey Kong, I'm not gonna make an Elden Ring video even if I really loved Elden Ring, because I know my audience strictly wants DK. It's DK or nothing. Bro, what the fuck? And I feel like that's kind of shitty, you know, because I miss the days of watching Filthy Frank's channel, and I don't know if I'm gonna get a music video. This guy might be in a pink suit harassing people in elevators. He might be making a video with H3 when people didn't find him repulsive. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna get. And I thought that was really fun.
You ain't never gonna find a pussy as tight as mine.
But honestly, when's the last time you saw a channel like that? Exactly. So that's why we have these weak ass specialty channels that just give slight variations of the same video over and over and over again. Speaking of repetitive garbage, another reason why YouTube and especially the commentary community has gone to absolute shit is because of these political channels and these weak ass echo chambers that they've created. I swear, I will never understand what the point is of watching somebody when you know every single thing they're going to say before you even watch the video. But unfortunately, that's what YouTube is now. You see, these people aren't interesting or talented or funny, so instead of making funny and interesting content, or at least learning how to make funny and interesting content, all these people do is regurgitate your political views back at you to make you feel good. It's pretty gross. Let's be real, if any of these whiny ass people weren't bitching about conservatives and Christians in every single video, do you really think their audience would give a shit about what they have to say? Of course not. So to all my political channels watching, why do you exist? You're just preaching to the choir? Doesn't that get boring after a while? Because you definitely don't exist to change people's minds. Class, by show of hands, who here believes there's ever been in the history of time and space a time where there was a conservative who was watching an Ethan is Online video, or God forbid, a Noah Samson video, and came to the realization like, oh wow, I am a dumb ungrateful piece of shit. Thank you for your wisdom, great leader.
Can I please have more knowledge?
Of course that's never happened, because you're probably not gonna change people's minds, even if you're right, by calling them dumb pieces of shit in every single video you do. Just my opinion. So all you have is a bunch of viewers who already agree with everything you're saying. And it's kind of ironic that you're bitching about like capitalism in every single video when the only thing your videos are actually good for is making money, because they're not making any sort of change. Of course not. That's hilarious. So again, what is the point? Maybe I'm missing something. Hey, I'm an open-minded guy. I'm willing to listen. If any of these fans I know you're watching are in the comments, please tell me what is the point of these videos. I read all the comments. I'm willing to hear you out. I'm willing to hear you out. And to be clear, I do understand that both sides do this, but let's be real, the leftists are way more obnoxious on the internet, and plus like socially they're right for right now. So, you know, they're just gonna really rub it in, and they're just so fucking annoying. Ugh. They're so whiny and like, I told you. That's their whole vibe. It's just so gross. Isn't it gross? It's cold outside and Winnie the Pooh is transphobic. It's just like, oh God, bro, I'm just trying to eat my tuna melt. Leave me alone. But that's enough about leftists. They are disgusting. We already know that. Let's wrap this video up. Okay, so it's officially not 2015 anymore, so what are we gonna do about it? Sit around and complain like a bunch of TikTok children? Of course not, because we are solution-oriented over here. And because I have a 350 IQ, yes, you can Google that, I came up with some genius solutions of how you can improve your YouTube experience. Let's get into them. Number one, you gotta break out of that echo chamber. I understand it feels great to have somebody reinforce your beliefs all the time. Trust me, I do it on a daily basis. But you owe it to yourself to at least hear the opposition. And I'm talking about long form content, not some damn TikToks or YouTube shorts, okay? 6-7 minutes at the bare minimum. I know it's gonna be painful, but think about how much good that would do for the prepubescent Sneeko fans. They're just locked in, watching Rumble every single day, watching Fresh and Fit, hating women. Don't you think it would be amazing for them to be able to just step outside of that incel box for 6 minutes and watch anybody else with a functioning brain? I know most of us aren't that bad, but we can all learn from that. You know, we're all kind of in our own echo chambers, and you should just at least hear the opposition out. Just hear them out. I'm not saying you gotta watch Fox News all day, every day, but just, you know, maybe watch a Tucker Carlson interview at the very least to reinforce the fact that he sucks ass. Now you know for sure. You heard him out, you're like, he sucks, and you move on. You don't want to be one of these people that's like, oh yeah, that shit's trash. Why? I don't know. Because then you look like a dumbass, and you don't want to do that. You're welcome. Number 2, leave legit criticism for your favorite YouTubers. If you thought a video was too long, or maybe the audio was off in a certain point, let them know. Trust me. Because at the end of the day, it's our job as YouTubers to get you to watch and enjoy our videos for as long as possible. So we want to hear you out. Most YouTubers I know of, they read every single comment, even if they're not one to reply to anybody. So they're going to hear what you have to say, and they're probably, unless they're stupid, going to take it into consideration. And who knows, maybe you'll leave a comment, it'll get a lot of upvotes, and they'll have no choice but to see it, you know? So you got to remember, like, this whole website is a back and forth, and I think a lot of people forget that they have a lot more control over what the creator makes than they think they do. You guys have the opportunity to speak to the people that make content for you, so let them know your thoughts. And if you think you have a way to genuinely like make your viewing experience better, and I think you 100% should let them / us know. You know, does that make sense? Oh, I'm so smart. You're welcome. Number 3, follow people on Patreon and Discord. For all my people that miss all that edgy humor, a lot of people still make that type of stuff. They just put it on their Patreon because they know if they put it on YouTube, their channel will get taken down. While I'm on here talking about YouTube, I do have to say I have a lot of respect for creators like Meat Canyon, who I'm sure put countless hours and a shit ton of money into their videos and refuse to change their art to fit into like that YouTube safety box. So if people are brave enough to not water their shit down so you can play a McDonald's ad in front of it, I do think it's kind of up to us to support them to make sure that we can all keep enjoying this type of content, you know, because not everybody can be Marquez Brownlee. Sometimes you got to hear some dark shit. And if you're broke, go on Discord. A lot of the biggest creators that I know of have Discords, and I can speak for myself. When I'm on Discord, that's definitely when I'm the most unhinged, because I know there's no Nick is not green fans anywhere trying to fucking clip me and use shit against me for when I'm inevitably famous. It's just me and my buddies, and we're just sitting back, cracking jokes, watching some bullshit. It's a gay old time. So if you're poor, there you go. And number 4, you gotta be willing to step out of your comfort zone and watch some random shit, okay? Don't let the algorithm dictate every single thing you watch. Next time you see a strange white woman holding a coffee cup or whatever, click on it, see what it's about. That's how I've discovered a lot of my favorite YouTubers. I will list them here now. You gotta be willing to watch shit that maybe you wouldn't watch normally, and you might discover, wow, this person is actually really fucking cool, or wow, this is actually hilarious, you know? And there you go, you just discovered your favorite YouTuber. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Don't let those lizard people in San Francisco ruin this website for us. This has been our thing for a long time, and I see no reason to let the corporate hands of America take that from us, all right? Positivity. I hope you guys got something from this video. If you made it to the end, let me know so I know that I like you more than everybody else. And I'll be seeing you guys a little bit sooner than you expect me, all right? Peace.